What's up, guys? Today's video is sponsored by Camel City Mill Work Socks. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. My name is Jake.
And I'm Chris.
And we are loaded up and headed out to a tree job. It's Chris's job, so I'm gonna let him explain a little bit.
Yeah, it's my first job of the year, so hopefully it's not too bad of a cheesecake special. We got 5 spruces to take down. We're gonna try to rip and chip all the trunk so we don't have to remove any wood. And we're gonna be fly chipping everything into the gentleman's backyard. After that, we got 6 stumps to grind, so hopefully we'll get it all done today. If not, we can always go back for the stumps. The homeowner is gonna be putting in a brand new driveway in the next couple of weeks.
That's always good.
Yeah, so we're trying to get it in before the driveway goes in. That way we can send big tops and kind of make carnage and not really have to worry about breaking anything.
Yeah, big tops make the job a lot easier, especially when you have the right equipment. So today we are bringing with us the Baumalight mini skid steer with the Maratach Log Grapple. As you can see, that's loaded up here on the International flatbed truck. If you guys have been following along, we finally figured out the issue with the International. It was a bad ground and it was potentially a pretty dangerous situation going on there, but we can get into that another day. We got the Kubota tractor with the Wicked Grapple, and on the back we have the heavy hitch with a pintle, because to make our lives a lot easier and get the wood chips where the customer wants them to go, as Chris said, we're going to be fly chipping. We're actually going to take the tractor and tow the chipper into the backyard with it. So the tractor's a lot more maneuverable than a pickup truck, so that's the plan. All right, guys, I just wanted to take a second here before we get going and talk to you about these Camel City Mill Work Socks. They reached out to me a month or so ago, and I get a lot of companies that reach out, and I typically just ignore them because, you know, they're offering me products that just have nothing to do with, you know, what we're doing here at Dude Ranch DIY. But this email struck me as a little bit different. First of all, they didn't say hello darling or hello dear. They used my actual name, so that goes to show that they actually went on the channel, watched some of the videos, saw what we were all about. Secondly, they're work socks. I mean, for guys like us, we're on our feet 12, 15, 16 hours a day. Socks make a huge difference. Everybody's like, oh, let me go out and buy the nicest pair of boots. But you know what's actually in contact with your feet? The socks. So the socks matter. These Camel City Mill socks are made in the USA. They hold a 10-year warranty. They have lightweight and heavyweight ones. They're all made out of merino wool, which is actually like twisted, kind of like a DNA helix. Can you smile here? So the twist in that DNA helix kind of makes the fibers even stronger, as if you were like twisting, you know, rope kind of. Hence the 10-year warranty. I've been wearing them for the past couple weeks, as has Chris, and I gotta say, my favorite feature about these things is that they don't fall down. You look like LeBron James out there with the leg sleeve. These things are just sticking up around your calf the whole time, which really helps with that whole comfort factor.
Yeah, when we're wearing our boots all day long, walking through the trenches, you get a lot of contact with the top of your boot and your calf. As soon as your socks fall down, you get like a burn, kind of chafe, you lose all your hair. Right. It's not a fun experience. Yeah,
not fun, but these socks protect the backs of your calves, and when you take off your boots at the end of the day, they're not super sweaty and wet and gross. The socks, I think, like actually breathe. So Camel City Mill Socks is offering you guys a 10% off coupon code. It's going to be Dude Ranch in all caps. I will put that down in the description below. Like I said, so far we really like the socks, and you know, I like to help support a good product, especially one that's made here in the USA. So go down to the link in the description and check out Camel City Mill Socks. And guys, don't forget, when you're wearing Camel City Mill Socks, every day is hump day.
Hump day!
All right, guys, we are here at the job. Joe's already climbing up the first spruce tree. I think the plan is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. As you can see, actually we got a white pine and 2 white pines, 3 spruce. Got the mini skid steer here. All right, what's the plan? I was just talking, but I don't know what we're actually doing.
Always just talking.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least I smile.
Yeah. All right, so we got these 3 spruces. I thought it was 5, but then we got these 2 pine trees.
Oh, so it is still 5. Just 2 white pines, 3 spruce. Okay.
3 spruce, 5 trees, 6 stumps.
Got it.
Joe's gonna limb his way up this tree, and as soon as he feels comfortable, he's gonna blow out a big top, We're going to use the 15-inch Morbark chipper and winch it on down. Same with all the wood. Whatever limbs he takes off on his way up, the Baumalight mini skid steer is going to drag on down, and we're just fly chipping into the wood. Once we get down to larger wood, the guy said he wants roughly a yard of wood chips blown into that small tree mass down there, just as a little bit of mulch covering. But hey, you know, it looks like it's going to be all right. We'll see.
It'll be fine. Come on, these are easy trees. These are easy trees. But when we come back next time for that oak, you know, that one's a little bit bigger. They just added that on, right?
Yes,
they want you to do it today?
Today.
Yeah, we're going to do it today. Yeah, sure. All right, guys, you're going to have to bear with us because unfortunately I forgot the tripod in the rear box of the ATV. So we're going handheld, drone, and magnet mount. Here we go. So at this point in the job, we got about half the trees down. As you can see, Joe is in, I guess that would be tree number 4. At this point, there's 3 left. He's about to take the top out of it, and things have been going really well. You know, the Baumalight was working pretty well to get the brush down to the chipper. The auxiliary flow control on that machine leaves something to be desired, but we were making it work. And for the most part, you know, everything was going pretty smoothly. Chris was very happy with the progress, and I think we were well ahead of schedule compared to what, you know, Chris had anticipated for this particular job. Booyah! Alright, this is stick 5 out of 6. Joe's about to top the last one. Gotta get this one out of the way before he can take the top off. Oh, stick's on the ground. Got here at 8 o'clock. It's 10:12. We're fucking killing it. All right, guys, things are going great. As you can see, we got that last stick still up in the air. Joe's been grinding the stumps. It's going pretty well. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, I guess. I've been using the tractor with the Wicked Grapple to kind of rake the area and clean up. We also used it to pull the chipper out from back here. Chris hooked up to his truck. He went to drop the chipper off back at the house and pick up the dump trailer because we're going to be taking these logs out of here. So we should be able to do it all in one trip. And yeah, everything's going really good. We'll get this last one on the ground shortly. All right, I just got the Baumalight mini skid steer back up on the back of the hook lift truck. Chris just got back with the dump trailer. He hopped on the tractor and he is loading up the debris and stuff. A lot of dirt and rocks and stuff in there, just from all these trees coming down. So it's just easier to load it on the bottom of the dump trailer and then we'll load up the logs on top of all that. So Wicked Grapple is perfect for that. And we don't need to tear up the lawn any more than we have to. So the tractor is the machine of choice here. Joe's finishing up on that last stump. Then we can drop that last stick to the left of him. And we'll get out of here. All right, guys, I just got back from dropping off the mini skid steer. Chris loaded up the dump trailer there, but we got a little bit more wood, so I hooked up to the dumpster can. Just dropped it. We're gonna put this remaining couple pieces of wood in there. I'll be able to tow the tractor on the equipment trailer home, and Joe's on his second to last stop. We're looking good. Well, all right, guys.
Hold on, boys. What time is it? What time is it? Hold on.
1:26.
1:26. We started shortly after 8 o'clock. So what's that? 5 hours?
5 hours. What was it? 6?
Well, 6 stumps, 5 trees.
6 stumps, 5 trees, all ground, spread out.
Watch your back. Watch your back.
Wood loaded.
You got speed.
Joe was an animal per usual up in the trees. Leave it to the electric cars speeding by. But I think we pretty much used all the equipment in the Dude Ranch arsenal today, except for the excavator.
Yeah,
and you know, I think this just goes to show the versatility of our operation here.
Three guys to bang out all that work in 5 hours. I mean, that's can't beat that.
That's pretty good. And you know, the fact that we had the other machine here and then went back to swap for the dumpster can and got the dump trailer.
The only thing that would make it go faster would be the Centerbogan.
Centerbogan would be nice. Yep. we'll have to get a sponsor for them. But guys, all in all, it was a great job. The Baumalight, it's got some issues. The hydraulic system just isn't set up from the factory to run the grapple all the well.
It needs some tweaking.
Yeah, it needs to slow down. It needs to not be an on-off neutral valve. It needs to, you know, return to center. It makes it very hard to feather it, as they said to me when I, you know, talked about that, because, you know, and then it stalls out. The hydraulics are so powerful, it just stalls out the whole machine. So if you forget to return that valve to center, the machine stalls out. I can't tell you how many times.
Not all bad from Baumalight, though. Did you see the size of the logs?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's super strong. It's super strong, but for a grapple or something like that you're going to be using, it makes it tough. But we're going to be working on that, hopefully, in the future. Machines all did a really good job. Joe is a machine himself. Cheese, are you happy? This is your job.
I'm very happy. I was a little nervous showing up to the job. Joe was already here. We were running a little bit late. I was like, oh boy, Joe's gonna rip me apart.
No. I was happy to get here and not see 5 gigantic spruce trees.
They were manageable.
Size.
Reasonable size. They didn't
I
grow
told my wife
60
last
feet.
night they were going to be monsters. No cheese.
So it all went well. We might be back to do another big oak, and maybe Cheese can forward my number for a little excavation lawn reclamation over here.
That oak is a monster. So
yeah, it's a big oak. We'll have to give you some help pricing that one out, Chris.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not a $1,200 tree.
No, whatever your price is, triple it.
So, as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Another huge shout out to Camel City Mill Work Socks for sponsoring today's video. How are your feet doing, Cheese?
They're doing great, man.
My feet are nice.
My feet are hammered because I only got a pair of old socks on.
You got an old pair of Nikes on. We'll have to get you hooked up with some Camel City Mill socks. Don't forget, coupon code Dude Ranch for 10% off. Check out the link down in the description below. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, click the subscribe button down below. Questions, comments, feedback, throw it down there. But for now, I'm Jake.
Joe.
And I'm Chris.
This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.
Beer time.